Hey, welcome back, guys. So today on this video, we are talking about batch leads, and more specifically, I'm going to quickly answer a question I keep getting a lot on my other video, and that is, how do you find a pre-foreclosure list in batch leads? So let's go ahead and talk about this. First off, guys, real quick video, not too many steps involved, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video. But why would you want to find a pre-foreclosure list in batch leads anyways? Well, that's pretty easy. If you're a real estate investor or maybe a wholesaler, you know that pre-foreclosures are a highly motivated list. Whatever the case is, it's a pretty easy process. It's handled here in your batch leads dashboard. Check my video description. I'll try to leave the written instructions there as well. But I've already logged into my batch leads, and this is the home screen. Now here on the home screen, if you want to pull a pre-foreclosures list, batch leads makes it pretty easy. The first thing you want to do though is you want to go ahead and choose your farming area. So this could be a county, it could be a zip code, it could be a city. If you narrow in too far into maybe one zip code or to maybe one city, it is possible there's not enough pre-foreclosures in that area. So you need to expand your list all the way out to the county level sometimes. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just type in Multnomah County. Okay, so once you've typed in the county or the zip code or the city, go ahead and click on it. Okay, once you do that, BatchLeads is going to show you how many properties they have logged for that area. So you can see we're working with about 291,000 properties. Now to filter these down by pre-foreclosure, you're going to click here on all filters. Once you do that, scroll down until you see this line, pre-foreclosure, auction, tax info. Once you open that up, you're going to go ahead and click this drop down right here, pre-foreclosure status. Okay, so there's different levels of pre-foreclosure. So this is going to vary depending on which area you're working on and what they call it. So normally for me, I'm going to go ahead and just click on select all. That way it's going to include active auction, notice of list pendants, notice of default or NOD, and notice of sale. So you can see it filtered all of those down to 281 properties. So you can go ahead and pull that pre-foreclosure list. But for me personally, I'm going to go ahead and filter that down even more. So for example, I like to go after single family residence. So I'm going to click here, property characteristics, property classification, and residential. And then off to the right, I'm going to click on property type and then click on single family. Okay, now it's processing and you can see it dropped it down to 200 properties. And again, I'm going to go ahead and filter this down even more. So for example, usually I'm looking for properties that are between 2 and 600,000. So I'm going to go here to valuation and equity, and I'm going to put estimated value 600,000, because for me personally, there's not really any point in me looking for multi-million-dollar properties. That's not really what I'm going after. Okay, so now you can see it dropped down to 163 properties. And again, you can keep adding on more and more filters if you want. So for me personally, I click on here, ownership info and owner type. I like to buy from individuals. So I'm going to click individual. Okay, 141 properties. Also, I like to buy off market. So I'm going to click here on MLS status. And then here on this section, I'm going to open that up and I'm going to click no. Okay, so as you can see, this is a pretty motivated list because before I put the on market, there were 161 properties. And out of 161 properties, 132 of them are for sale. So that's a pretty high percentage of that list that are for sale already on the MLS. So for me, that's a pretty good size list. So I'm going to click here, see properties. Okay, next it's going to populate. So you can go ahead and scroll through these pre-foreclosures. So if you want, you can go back and filter by date. So for example, this one right here, it looks like it was sold last month on May 22nd. So that's probably not going to be a good fit. So you can adjust the dates. So there you have it, guys. If you're wondering how to pull a pre-foreclosure list with your batch leads, that's the easiest way I know how to do it. If you know an easier way, be sure to leave a comment below. Let the rest of us know how you did it. Hopefully you found that video useful. If so, click thumbs up or maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.